All right, I'm up and at 'em. On my way to the doctor. Being a diabetic, I have to see my doctor every 3 months. I don't know why it's so often. It didn't used to be, but as I'm finding out more and more every day, age complicates things. The length of time you've been a diabetic complicates things. I'm going on 17 years. And I think sometimes the quality of your insurance coverage dictates how often you need to go see your doctor. So I am doing that. I have my regular general practicing physician is really a far trip from my house. And it's a long story how I got started with him, but I kind of felt like after a certain amount of time, just stay there. Just keep going to him. I have been extremely tempted over the years to switch to somebody else, but then I'm confounded by the thought of a new doctor who doesn't know the history, doesn't know me. It just kind of makes me leery. Anyway, damn, I didn't put anything in my hair. Oh well. Ghost oil does wonders for a hair like mine. So anyway, I'm still at this guy. When I was diagnosed with diabetes, it was actually in an emergency room. I had something going on. I wasn't quite sure what it was, and it was deteriorating quickly. So I needed medical attention, and I went to the emergency room on my birthday. I might just throw that in there. A long list of things that have not gone my way on my birthday. That's one of them. So long story short, in the hospital for 9 days. They said, you got to find a GP, because at the time I didn't have one. They said, you got to find one as soon as you can, because he'll be the one to prescribe the medicines that you need. We will give you a small supply to last you, I don't remember how long, and after that you're going to need it from a general practitioner. So the non-insured, low-income place that operates off of government subsidies and prorates based on your income and all that kind of stuff, they are usually a good go-to for people in my situation. No insurance, low income, blah, blah, blah. I was a student at the time. And so they have these clinics all around. And there was one in Greer, and there was one in Taylor's, and I'm sure there's one in downtown Greenville. Anyway, they were all booked up. I mean, even back then, that was what was going on at doctor's offices. You couldn't get an appointment anytime soon. And the soonest I could get in at one of their branches was, I don't remember how long, but it was relatively quickly. But it was Slater Marietta. And if you know the upstate, from Greer to Slater Marietta was a haul. And so I said, well, I gotta get the meds. I'll go to this doc. And we kind of just hit it off a little bit. He appreciates the fact that I think he does. He's never been vocal, but I can also make assumptions that are safe. He doesn't have many customers or clients, patients. He doesn't have many like me, from the fact of college educated. I have better than his norm health habits. We inevitably, every time we spend a fair amount of time talking about exercise. He likes kettlebells and swimming and rowing. He's a rower too. Anyway, so a couple years later, I don't remember how many, God, it's been so long, they actually built a new facility for that branch and moved it a little closer to Greenville. It is currently actually in Travelers Rest, which still is a haul from Greer. Thankfully, it's closer than Slater Marietta, but whatever. The Slater Marietta one was so tiny. It was an old mill house that they made into a doctor's office, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. So, all of that to say, I'm still with this doctor that's so far away that sometimes makes me think I need to go somewhere else. I don't always feel like he listens very well. He doesn't take some things as seriously as I wish he would. His emphasis is on my blood sugar and my kidney function and my blood pressure and my diabetes. He doesn't even really get too crazy about my weight most of the time. So we're still patient-doctor. We're a patient-doctor couple. Pado. We're a pado. Anyway. So that's where I'm going now. Going to the doctor. See you in a while.
All right, so wait a minute. Here we go. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. A little bit better. So I have gotten home from my doctor's appointment. Obviously, I'm in my garage, and I've just kind of fiddle-farted around. Put some chicken in the crock pot with some enchilada sauce, and then got some laundry going. Got my father fed. Did some scratch offs. Yeah, I'm one. And then I just kind of fucked around online watching reels or shorts or whatever. Or what does Facebook call it? Or was I on Instagram? Or was I on YouTube? I don't know where I was. Anyway. And then I realized it was almost 1 o'clock and I had some other stuff to do and I wanted to get leg day done. And at 1:30 in about 10 minutes-ish, my buddy is coming and he does the pest control here at the house, and it's time for a yearly inspection. So we always have a good time shooting the shit. He's crazy as hell, and so we'll hang out for a little bit. So I probably won't actually start my workout because I don't want to stop in the middle and, like I said, sit here and bullshit for however long. And it's leg day, so there's that. I got a little news from my doctor, but nothing extraordinary. Nothing surprising, to be honest, considering. But as expected, he said there's nothing he can do about the nerve damage. What's done is done. And in spite of the fact that it makes it difficult for me to sleep at night, I'm just going to have to manage however I have been managing. When it comes to my eyes, there's nothing he can do other than what the eye doctor is doing. He does not suspect that the medicine that the doctor injected into my eye affects my blood sugar in any way. So, maybe I was sick. Sometimes you can get sick and don't really express any outstanding symptoms, any real obvious symptoms, but your body knows. And one of the ways that it's evident is through an elevated blood sugar level. So maybe that's what was going on there for a few days. That might have been why I was having some of the headaches too that I was attributing to the eye stuff. Do I feel like my eyes are getting any better? Maybe just a little. I was told this would be a multi-step process and that I am going to have to get these shots in my eye once a month for an undetermined amount of time. I've only had it once, so I go have an appointment in November. I don't remember when. And we'll go from there. What else? What else did the doc have to say? Oh, I am over-medicated. Some of the blasé and low blood pressure, low pulse stuff is attributable to a medicine that I take that he wants me to break in half from now on. He also wants me to reduce my insulin intake. He wanted me to reduce it by 25%. I'm not comfortable with that. So I'm going to do a little bit less of a reduction than what he had admonished me to do. And we'll see from there because I don't want to feel bad the other direction. So 16 twice a day. He wants me to do 12 twice a day. I'm going to compromise and go 14 twice a day. And we'll see how that goes. He was pleased with my weight. I didn't remember that I was up some, I guess, right before I went to see him last time. Or maybe he just caught me on a bad day water retention wise or something. I don't know. But he said I was down 16 pounds from when I saw him 3 months ago, which is a little surprising, but whatever. He was pleased. Got an EKG, and he wants me to see a cardiologist. It's been, I think he said 8 years. That's what he said. I think it was 2014 was the last time I saw one. I have a few minor issues. I consider them minor. Maybe they're not. But I have a few issues he just wants me to kind of get a checkup on. That's also relevant to the medicine that I'm going to cut in half. So, all in all, just another ordinary office visit. Got my booster shot. Do I feel it yet? Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, a little bit. I kind of do. Oh, there's a Band-Aid there. I should write on there. Boosted. Oh, my buddy that's coming, the pest control buddy guy. We were buddies long before he was my pest control guy, but I'm going to tell him I got a booster shot today because he's one of the people who thinks it's some sort of grand conspiracy. So I'm sure he'll have to either bite his tongue or say something, which biting his tongue isn't his way of operating. So I'm curious to see what he says. Anyway, he has some of the same health issues that I do, and well, I don't think he doesn't take care of his mother. His wife's younger. She's overweight. I don't know if she's diabetic or not. I don't know if he's actually diabetic, to be honest, but he's overweight. And he's my age. See, he should think about a COVID vaccine. That said, my doctor also says I should have a flu shot, and I told him to take a hike. I also should have a colonoscopy, and I told him to take a hike. I did the whole stool sample thing one time. That's good enough for me. Thought I'd get some yard work done today. Kind of not looking like I'm going to. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I work Thursday. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I know it shouldn't make a difference, but when I work, I shower in the morning, not at night, and I just can't bring myself to go to bed at night without a shower if I've done yard work, and I don't want to shower before and after I sleep. Does that make sense? I don't want to do yard work and go to bed without a shower because I'm going to wake up in the morning and take a shower, but then that night I'm going to get back in that bed. Friday mornings after work, I wash my sheets. I should just get a second pair of sheets and wash them more often, but once a week is enough for me. Isn't it? How often do you wash your sheets? Anyway, I guess I should go. I got some stuff to put away from previous workouts that's still sitting out. And I ate my pretzels. Did I tell you about that? Dot's pretzels? Oh my God, those are so good. So I tasted some, loved them, was able to keep myself from eating the whole bag. But I said, I'm going to take these with me to the doctor. And as soon as I leave the doctor, I'm going to eat that bag of pretzels. And my doctor, the next closest business to my doctor's office is coming back towards Greenville is a grocery store. And I went in and I got me a Mountain Dew Zero and a little container of pub cheese. And I sat right there in the damn parking lot eating cheese and pretzels and drinking a diet soda. Puts a smile on my face. Oh, pub cheese! Pub cheese! Pub cheese! I can add that to my list of pea foods that I will die for. If my doctor said, if you eat any more, fill in the blank, you're going to die, what would that blank be for you? That you're going to eat it anyway. Pretzels, peanuts, pecans, pizza, pickles, pub cheese. I'm a pea guy. Not like an R. Kelly kind of pea guy. Am I? How do you know? How do you know that? How do you know that that's what does it for you? Weirdo. But I do like words that start with P. P. There's some other words that start with P. Let's just stick with pizza, pretzels, pickles, peanuts, pecans, pub cheese. Yeah, let's just stick with those.